Kayla Nation, you have unlocked a rare angle. Welcome to my bed. Today, I just want to talk about how much I really hate athletes and the culture of athletics. As a chud and a fat ass, I realized today that obviously growing up in movies and TV shows, we've always seen that jocks have like a superiority complex. However, I feel like theater kids also have one, which is for another day. I think a lot of cheer girls get hated on because most of them are really rich and stuff, but I feel like people who cheer are usually super sweet. It's more so like maybe every single other sport, and they sign up for it. No one's making you go to tryouts. No one's making you, go to be a part of the football team. And they'll still go to you and be like, oh my God, bro, I hate my coach, bro. He just made me run in the rain shirtless and then made me suck him off after doing 30 suicides. That's what you wanted to do. You signed up for that. And the audacity athletes have to call people who don't do sports lazy or fat. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. You are not better than me because you want to play with balls at 9 p.m. while everybody watches you in the stands. You're not better than me. I'm so sorry. I've always grown up like seeing that people who play sports think they're so much better. Because like, yeah, I eat salad and I work on the treadmill. I could do the same fucking thing. And I don't have to be a bitch about it. And I don't have to go play a sport I obviously don't like just to fucking do that. And if you don't play a sport, they assume you're obese and you're going to die tomorrow. That's the fucking, like, jury or whatever, the answer they have for you. You do sports, you are unimportant and you should die. That's what, every single time I talk to an athlete, that's the vibe I get from them. They always think they're better than you. I feel like I might be projecting. Am I projecting a little bit? Yeah. I would give anything to be naturally sporty and naturally want to go to the gym just because they want to. And fun! You know what sounds really fun? Let's go on the elliptical for 30 minutes every single day because that's so much fun. And then afterwards, instead of eating a nice, delicious meal, let's eat Caesar salad. That sounds disgusting. Waking up at 9 a.m. for tryouts is my nightmare, and I'm getting forced to do it. So if you haven't heard, I'm moving schools, and my parents want me to try out for the volleyball team. I don't want to, okay? But the only way I could get away from my horrid school is if I promise to do a sport in the new one. And I'm really glad they didn't ask, well, why don't you just try out for the volleyball team in your current school? Because I would have been fucked. I would not know what to say to that one. Growing up, I've never been into sports. I tried to get into volleyball, like, actually, and I wasn't, like, the worst at it. I wasn't the best. I was kind of shit. But I really had an ego problem with it because I just kind of thought I was better than everyone. And I kind of one day woke up and I was like, yeah, so actually, Kayla, you are 12 years old and you play for a recreational team. You are not the shit. What bothers me is that some athletes never snap out of that mentality. Some athletes will just start slowly thinking, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. And they just live like that. They don't have the urge to like fix themselves. Forever, they'll just think, me play sport, me better than the average American. If you don't like sports, if you prefer to do something else like band, theater, anything, or anything else, you're a loser and you're not healthy and you're fat and you're actually like your life is meaningless if you don't want to go pro in a sport. Kill me. Because guess what? Growing up, I didn't like theater kids. I didn't like any band camps. I didn't know how to play the flute. I used to skip the music classes and say my light bill shut off. And I never once had an interest in doing any of those things. Does that mean my life is worthless? A little bit, probably, okay? So sorry. I don't like the idea of schedules. I like having free time. But probably the biggest factor is that I get really depressed and I will fail. I'm walking around, 0 ashwagandha, 0 Zoloft, 0 antidepressants. I raw dog this shit. You can't expect me to be committed to playing the flute or playing the drums or playing volleyball or playing basketball when I'm trying not to blow my shit off every day. There's bigger fish to fry. So if you're privileged enough to like be able to handle the mentality of committing yourself to a sport, that's great for you. But don't treat everybody else like you're better than them, because you're not. You're like literally everybody who does this, you just sound like a really horrible bitch to be around, and nobody wants to be around you. I just really don't want to come off like I'm not like other girls. I'm different. I would give anything to have the mentality and the motivation to commit to a sport. I would do anything to wake up and be able to jump serve and do whatever the fuck. But I've never been that. I've always had something else to deal with, like trying to get through a week without literally killing myself, okay? It really annoys me that there's always been a hierarchy of sports and doing stuff, and why can't I just do nothing? Why can't I just be a fat chud every single day? If you aren't doing something that's considered cool or healthy, then immediately you're a loser and you shouldn't even be respected anymore. But life is so much more than school. Life is so much more than paying thousands of dollars for clubs and to travel to Philadelphia just to lose in a tournament. Life is so much more than that. Life is so much more than, like, getting the main role. Life is so much more than being the fucking quarterback on the football team that loses to the other school every single time. And I like sports. I'll watch volleyball here and there, okay? I've been to volleyball games. I've been to soccer games. I understand why people view it as in, like, wow, this is my life. Not everybody lives their life the same way. Not everybody likes the same things, and that's okay. People have a love and interest, a passion for something different, and you are not better than them just because you choose the more popular thing. And a lot of people who do sports, I've noticed, just a trend, are more popular. And once again, that just goes in with the whole, like, oh, you're not popular and you don't go to functions, I'm better than you. Oh, and they have such a big thing against, like, eating unhealthy or, like, doing drugs or doing stuff that teenagers do. If somebody whipped out a vape in front of me and decided to go at it, I literally wouldn't give a fuck. Like, I'm sorry. This is so crazy to say, but, like, I can't stop anyone from underage drinking. I would 100% would never shame one of my friends or somebody that I know that's very close to me for doing a substance. Unless they're, like, whipping out cocaine and you're 11, hold on. But if it's anyone else at another age, you're gonna see it. And what you should not do is shame them and try to make them feel like they're less. That should never be the problem. That should never be the solution. You can, of course, offer them something else, whatever, but at the end of the day, people are going to do what they're going to do. It just makes a mockery out of people who, for example, maybe are going through something, maybe feel lonely right now, and you being there and being like, oh, you're fucking weird. But yeah, back on the athletes thing, I find a lot of it annoying. And so having to be around and forced to try out for my school volleyball team is really pissing me off, because it's going to be obvious I don't hold sports to the same value that everybody else does. I've never once even, that's the whole point. I don't like the crowd that sports gives. I don't like it because they're all really mean, and it's like, if you don't do the same thing as them, if you don't act like them, they will judge you. And that's the problem I found. When I used to play volleyball, I always felt like I never fit in because everybody else had very specific and similar interests, and I don't like any of that. I'm so sorry. I'm just really tired of feeling like a fucking fat loser because I just don't do stuff that everybody else does. Like, I would give anything to just feel normal for like 3 seconds. I would feel anything to not wake up and like feel the urge to like run away, start drinking, and never call my parents again. Like I said, walking around undiagnosed. So you are so privileged to have the ability to not have any mental health issues. You're so privileged to have the ability to commit to a sport. You're super privileged to be smart, super privileged to like do all of this. Not everybody has that. Some people are just trying to get by. Some people are just trying to wake up and take the day step by step. So sorry, mama. So sorry. Everybody else, have a really good day. If you do play sports, that's great for you. Just don't rub in my face, because frankly, I don't fucking care. I don't care that you're getting killed at practice at 7 a.m. I literally don't give a fuck. Oh, forehead reveal. So yeah, thank you. Let's pose for the thumbnail.